My beautiful stars, reading time. Alrighty, main collective. What is going on with you beautiful souls today? Okay. Oh gosh, okay. Main focus. So this would really be occupying your mind right now. So you're definitely sitting in temptation with either, okay, I'm hearing both. You're either the collective that you're tempted by someone, unfortunately, you're feeling a little bit rejected by, ghosted. But then I stopped myself because I was staring at this picture, and it could be also someone, unfortunately, if you yourself have ghosted someone and you have rejected them, you could be in temptation right now as well, wanting to reach out. I need to get a couple more. I'm on the fence. Okay, so there's some form of upgrade either way, but hot and cold. So the main collective, that makes sense with the temptation. I think you are trying to upgrade from this emotion and you are trying to subside what you're feeling, but it comes in waves. So this temptation, you could really be fighting right now. I really do believe you're trying to clear your mind when it comes to this energy. It is weighing heavy on you though. Hold on a second. I'm confused. We might need to do a you versus them because I'm still... This could still go for both. Either you're sitting in temptation, still kind of pining in and out over someone that's rejected you, or it could also align to someone that has done the rejection, has done the ghosting, and I feel it could be a main focus for either sides here. Hold on, I just want to see the energy around the main collective. Okay, so there could have been a marriage involved. You could have been married, or there could have been promises of marriage. But lightning, whatever this emotion is, it's coming in like really intensely. There's been some form of sudden change. Makes sense with this DNA upgrade. Whoever the main collective is of recent, you've had some form of surprise epiphany, some form of upheaval, some form of shocking news that's starting to transform your outlook on things. But I do think family could be tied to this as well. But I still think either way, you're trying to subside this temptation. Okay, so around this has been a very self-absorbed energy. Whatever the case, someone's ghosted and made you feel rejected without any kind of explanation, truly through, presenting emotionally unavailable. Of course, it's going to present self-absorbed, self-focused, one-sided. This could have been this card specifies love bombing as well. Before this ghosting, it makes sense with this wedding ring, especially if all this stuff was being promised very quickly. And I think this ties in with this hot and cold. It's like you hold on to this to try and suppress this temptation. It's very rare I will pick up two energies straight off the bat. It's just that picture through me. I don't know if it's the giver or the receiver here, and this isn't really sorting it out for me. I might have to get cards. Okay, so around the main collective, there's some form of snake, competition, enemy, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman, the other man, and reminiscing. This is that temptation. So Don't make it fit. Main collective, you're looking at someone's photo. I'm going to do a you versus them. You're missing someone. The nostalgia's coming over you. You're wanting to make new memories. But then I feel you clearly know there's been a lot of damage done. There really could be other interference here in your mind, which keeps you away as well. If this is a collective that has ghosted someone and is tempted to reach out to someone, I cannot see how you would be seeing this person as being the love bomber and it being one-sided. It just doesn't make sense. Unless you're in reflection. I need one more over your own behavior. So you've got two about reminiscing. So you're wanting to learn from the past, your perception shifting. You got two about wanting to make new memories. Okay. I feel I'm picking up on the person that's done the ghosting here. I'm going to be honest. I need to get tarot. This collective, you guys could really be reflecting energy here because I just can't get a clear. All right. Main collective, what are they currently going through? Again, going over the ghost, but with the Knight of Wands, the impulse moving very quickly. This Four of Swords in reverse, it literally says ghosting, feeling restless, feeling exhausted, feeling burnt out, activating dormant abilities, but going over the stuck energy. This could have been a highly sexual connection as well. Okay, Lovers in reverse, the trust issues, the discord makes sense with this golden mirror and this photographs and this camera and this snake here. There's a real imbalance, there's a disconnect. Oh my gosh, Eight of Cups in reverse. You've been dishonest with yourself. You've been dishonest with the people around you. Whatever environment you're in, you're like faking that happiness. It's keeping. This is really making me feel this is the person that unfortunately, I think you're reflecting on your behavior, you're reflecting on your environment, you're reflecting on how stuck you are. For you to be deeply reflecting on this, there's clearly something that's come into your life very shockingly where you either have been reflected this same energy towards you, so you've had someone do to you what you have once done to someone. Maybe this is why I'm getting this so confused. But you're starting to realize you've really been faking happiness. You're wanting more out of life. And this is why it's really taking you back into past memories. And I think this is you reflecting on your impulsive behavior. I'm going to be honest. How you can make really irrational decisions out of passion, frustration, whatever it is. And you don't really see the warning signs. You don't see the red flags. You don't take a moment to be still before reacting to things. And I feel for the first time in your life, you're actually starting to maybe reflect on how you can treat people sometimes. But you've been staying in a certain environment for the wrong reasons. So you're in real deep reflection about certain things. So maybe this snake, there's someone in your life currently that you know is malicious, especially with this card here. So the last 3 to 4 weeks you've been reevaluating your plans. You've had a new perspective. Makes sense with the DNA upgrade. I'm going to be intrigued to what confirms this hot and cold, because now I'm seeing, I think you're reflecting on your hot and cold behavior with the people around you. Let's confirm these. You could be a air sign or you could be a fire sign, but your King of Swords, this is so contradicting because the King of Swords really thinks, he moves with logic. He doesn't move with emotion and passion and acceleration. Yes, he's full of action and power, but he's normally quite logical. But even, I'm hearing a couple things with this, even when you move very erratically or very irrationally, you still have this detached, cold energy towards you. I'm going to be honest, and me as a reader, I just rip off the band-aid. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You as a person, you seem quite self-unaware. I think you're someone that seeks truth. I think you're someone that you think you're really wise and you know what's going on, but just the way you act through, like, I think you're quite self-unaware about maybe how you tend to treat people. But then when it gets done to you, I feel that in the nicest way, it's a little bit pot calling the kettle black. Like, you're probably someone that can really play a little bit of victim mentality here. Like, if you're seeing you've got malicious people around you, treating someone like this is quite malicious. I'm going to be honest. But you really do think you do things by the book, like you move with integrity. That's so contradicting. So even right now, as you're, viewing this, and it's probably going to be tough to hear, I don't think you're seeing this situation right. And I always talk about projection, especially with my feminines. How you treat others, it'll come back times 10 to make you self-aware. And it does seem like you're going into reflection about some of your behavior, but I don't think you're really understanding how severe your detachment style is, especially with this King of Swords, this ghosted, this rejection. It's like, and it makes sense with this temptation. You move through temptation, Knight of Wands, and then when things don't go your way or you're feeling a little bit emotionally charged, you shut down, you detach. And I always say, especially in love, he's great for path, he's great for career, but for love, very cold. This is kind of reminding me of a personality, my way or the highway. You don't seem to have compromise. Four of Swords. Oh, wrong. Why did I go for them? Chaos. There's a reason I went for that, but underneath this Four of Swords, chaos. Okay, this is good. So you are starting to, you're getting your mental strength back. So Eight of Swords in reverse, I do think you are seeing this clearly. It's going to be intriguing to see what confirms them. There is something that's come through for you, shocking and creating a revelation, which is good, I think you're trying to stand in your power, and especially with this, if you've been staying around situations for the wrong reason, there is something about you taking your power back, conquering self-doubt. Is it completely there? No, I think it's making you restless. I think it's making you overwhelmed. I think you're someone that really has fear of what's around the corner and what comes next, which is really sad, because if you yourself fear rejection or have abandonment issues, yet you're doing this to other people, like I said, a little bit self-unaware. You remind me of someone you would rather hurt someone else than get hurt yourself without even knowing you're going to get hurt. Train horn, sorry, my eyeballs are on. Wear that mask. But you are wanting to set free. That's good. That's nice. This Lovers in reverse. Okay, beautiful. So you are wanting, you need to take a leap of faith. You need to step into the unknown. But I do think sometimes you question, you could be someone that is a little bit foolish in love. By the looks of it, you can be. I think sometimes you can ruin some good things with your overthinking. But if you, whatever this disharmony, these trust issues are, this discord, this imbalance, in the love department, you want a new beginning. You don't want to feel like this, which is really good. I always say the Fool, he's kind of the start of the story. So I do think you're wanting a new chapter in life, especially with these two here and this Eight of Swords. But there is something with this first row. You got to sort that out. Wow, that's good. Maybe I'm being a little bit too hard on you. So you're coming into a world here. So you really are seeing you don't have an emotional fulfillment in your life right now. You're wanting achievement. You're wanting success. You're wanting to feel whole again. You're really wanting to move on from this. That's really good. That's really good. Let's be real, if you're stopping to watch a tarot video or like there's some form of depth of like, it's very rare I would pick up an energy like this. I always say this, until you're open to the frequency of divine energy, enlightenment, spirituality, improvement of the soul, healing, you're not going to stop and listen, because you're not aligning to that energy. It'd be one ear and out the other. It wouldn't even interest you. So I always say your energy aligns to where you are. So even if you're just stopping to listen, it shows that your soul is opening up to wanting better for yourself, to wanting this advice, even if it's hard to hear, which is good. So let's delve a little bit deeper into that. If you are wanting to feel whole again, maybe you've been thinking you need to do some therapy. I really think this golden mirror, you're reflecting on yourself. I like seeing this row is still alarming. Hopefully that's your reflection. But these cards here, you're wanting change, which is, and we say anyone can change. You just want to have to change. So you're wanting that sense of belonging. Right now, you're like, my life. All right, this last one. Oh, wow. 3 of Wands. So this cosmic trigger, this was destined for you. So you do have, you're manifesting big developments right now, which is really good. You're leveling up. Seeing these, I'm not going to lie, I was thinking, but the improvement cards for this energy is, are you completely there? No. But now I'm seeing this hot and cold. I don't think it's you hot and cold with this. I think you're going over your hot and cold behavior. And I always say this, back to this snake card, the people we have in our life is a reflection of our soul. We call in reflections to make us self-aware or to balance us out. And sometimes those reflections may be on a grander scale to how we act. But if you've got a lot of, people in your life that you feel can embody this energy, like I said with that Knight of Wands and that King of Swords, what energy do you embody that's like this? And actually, now that I'm going back to, just because of how much improvement there is with the other cards, you could actually be seeing your Knight of Wands behavior now with logic. You've got a wisdom over it. You're starting to take accountability for it. You're starting to realize moving through life with temptation and impulse that does nothing but burn me at the end of the day. There's something about a chaotic environment you're sitting in right now, which is actually a blessing in disguise. You should thank that chaos, because whatever this lightning bolt is, it might be feeling like it's very heavy for you right now, but it's improving your soul. All right, let's confirm these and then we'll get back to this. Wow, so you are evolving. You are going through healing and inner child growth. You just got the butterfly. So relationship evolving to the next phase. I'm going to do a you versus them. We'll finish you and we'll see how this person that's weighing heavy on your heart is feeling towards this. But this is nice. This is nice. All right, what's this lightning bolt? Literally, as we said it, blessing in disguise. So this sudden change, shocking new surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation into healthier choices. That Eight of Cups in reverse. I want to make healthier choices in love and in life. I need to focus on my self-love, my self-care. I need to be happier. I'm sick of not feeling fulfilled. I'm sick of feeling like I'm, burnt out, or I'm restless, or I'm sitting in stagnation. I want more out of my life. So again, I always say it's those upheavals that create forward movement. Without that tower energy, we do not grow. And whatever this has been, it's now put you into reflection of your behavior. And sometimes becoming self-aware, it can be very confronting. Snake. Okay, so you think there's someone in your life holding their cards close to their chest. They're being strategic. They're not showing their hands. So there's some hidden truths here that you're really fixating on. Let's get one more for that. Yeah, another finding something out. This ties. So maybe you found something out a little bit, but you think there's more to the situation here. But it says be lighthearted, finding things out, but adapt and change and heal through it. Whatever this revelation is, and I'm sorry to say it, hard lesson for you, because you embody some of this energy yourself. So don't play the victim. Be lighthearted. Have understanding, because once again, how can you hold resentment or anger to someone that unfortunately you mirror the same behavior in your own right? Or you've aligned yourself with someone that you kept giving the benefit of the doubt, and deep down you have someone like this around you. You would have had intuition, but you were choosing not to listen to your intuition. So don't blame. Take account. Heal through it. See it as a blessing. Okay, so whoever you're reminiscing about, you have unconditional love for. You want to give them affection. You have had to go through healing. Maybe you see that this person's really had to heal since you, especially if you left them that way. But you think that they're not wanting to talk to you, that they've got, I wouldn't be surprised, that's some nasty energy, that they've got their boundaries up now, which means you've played games. You think that they're angry at you. Anyone in their right mind sitting in their worth, if they were treated that way, they probably would be a bit angry. And you could be reflecting on how much you've pushed this away, how you held a grudge, how you were angry for so long. Last one. Last two. So it was silent treatment, abandonment. You access, you activated their traumas, and you know it, the breakup, the separation, but another one of unconditional love. So if you genuinely feel this way, you yourself were malicious, and you yourself have been holding your cards close to your chest, playing with this person's emotion. Again, what we put out, we will call in. And you ran. You ran. It wouldn't surprise me if this is a, like I said, I'll reverse them, but I will give you some advice, and I say this to my feminines. If you are a runner in life and you avoid conflict, face it, deal with it, heal it. Don't be an escapist. Okay. Life is about challenges. We can't avoid challenges, and the more you avoid them, the harder the lessons will be. Every cycle, every 2-year cycle, our lessons get harder and harder, so deal with it. Temptation. Beautiful. So you're activated. So you would be going, again, you've stopped to watch a tarot reading for a reason. You would be seeing things differently. I don't know if you're starting to connect to signs and synchronicities of the world, But through all those temptations, those desires, those magnetic pulls, there's something that's active. So you're a special soul. I want one more for that. Through your trauma. So you've had a lot of trauma. And people that activate in this world, I always say, your poor little soul can't take any more trauma. Your brain fuses out. So a lot of your trauma is, unfortunately, you could have a sensationalist kind of personality. That Knight of Wands, you get tempted by maybe some naughty things that end up in turn backfiring on you. You can have quite an addictive personality, but things you've been tempted by have now come and bit you on the bottom. Okay, ghosted. Oh my gosh, sorry. So you ghosted this person because you were betraying them, or there were secrets you didn't want to take account of, or you lied and you gaslighted, but you had a lens of that King of Swords. So you would have made this person believe it was their fault, and then you never dealt with it. Karma. Karma. I will say this is what you're reflecting on though. So that's good. So you also feel rejected by this person, but ask yourself why. It's so funny. I see this a lot in the divine community. Sometimes you get your roles wrong. You might be holding on to... Clearly you feel rejected as well, and that's something you might need to see outside of the box. Or maybe as well you think you will get rejected now because of what's happened. But just side note, if you've really done this to someone, being rejected or not, don't you think this, one, for you to clear your consciousness, but don't you think honesty, that's something you need to evaluate. But if you're scared that you're going to get rejected by coming forward, and it's just going to make your trauma worse, a little bit selfish, because imagine what you've done to this person. If that's, and I will tap into them, if that's how you left them. Can't fight that karmic wheel, just saying. So you definitely are upgrading. You're connecting to your sixth sense, your belief, your supernatural ability. So you've activated. This is underneath upgrade. So let's just, I keep bringing up divines. Let's say you are a divine pairing. You would have seen your pairing go through all of this, and you probably put them in the crazy basket, but now you're going through it. I want one more for that. Karma. However many times we've said it, but this is creating clearing and healing. But you've got fear. So that confirms both. I think that hot and cold behavior, I do think you're in reflection, but I think what stops you is the fear of rejection, fear that this is going to be replayed back to you, fear that maybe this person's moved on, and you're seeing them as they're angry at you. They've got boundaries up. They're not wanting to deal with your shit anymore. So it makes sense. But then you think this is destiny. But you didn't get anything about, I guess this is your main focus. Hold on, one more. Oh, there. I was about to say I love you or the twin card. You did get the one. If you really... but the thing is, I don't think you really believe that. I think when you're in strength you do, but when your logical King of Swords mind comes in, it wouldn't make sense to you, especially with the damage that's been done here. One more. And it's so funny, the only gap that's left without the is the ghosted and the betrayal. And wounded masculine energy, you could have been aggressive, possessive, jealous, claiming, just highly argumentative. And again, I'm hearing deflection, combative. So I truly believe the right collective, there's some really big things you denied. And yes, you're in a wounded energy, and we say we do silly things out of trauma, but this is your reflection. So you're in the wrong. I always say when someone knows they're in the wrong but they choose not to take accountability, that's emotional manipulation. And if that's something you embody, you are going to constantly call in people that you feel is that snake. You've got to clear that out, and your cycles will get harder and harder. And you will call in more and more broken people until you soothe that energy in your soul and you flick it out of your karmic wheel. It's that Kundalini and home. All right, I just want to get the universes, what they're trying to provide you right now. Oh my gosh. So you really are gifted. So you'd be pushing away your gifts. You wouldn't be a practicer. This is what they're trying to provide you, like a practitioner. You got the Falcon and the Eagle here. 19th of February. They're trying to make your life unstuck. So they want you to rise above. They want you to tap into your abilities. They want you to focus on you. They're wanting you to transition and start making changes to your higher self, to tap into your third eye, your far-reaching vision. You're pushing it away. I find the masculines do this. It's very confronting. But you were born to challenge your environment. You weren't born to fit in. If you have truly been blessed with the miracle of activation, embrace it. Don't push it away. Why are you trying to fit the mold? They're trying to give you an opportunity. They want something longevity. They want that world energy for you. They want you to be proud of yourself. They want to restore your hope, give you a clear vision and perspective. But you need to unite your past, present, future selves. It's like you've got so much shame of your past, you don't want to take accountability for it. It's like you just keep trying to bury your past. You will never connect to your present self, let alone your future self, without dealing with your shadow. You can't push it away. It's unavoidable. Shadow work's confronting. That's your first part of healing. You need to take accountability for the things you're not proud of. That's life. They're wanting you to become practical and grounded, to learn to be dopeful and solid, learn to be dependable, learn not to run from fires. Duty bound, dependable, we went over. Oh my, this yarn, sorry, I know you're focusing on change. You create this for yourself. You always feeling puzzled, complicated circumstances, all tied up, these conundrum, hassles, problems. It's because you try and avoid the mess. So of course it's going to align you with circumstances like this. They're trying to relieve this for you. You don't trust your intuition. You don't trust your... Oh my gosh, knowing where to go to gather the sweet nectar. Lifting out the negativity. You can't lift out the negativity if you're surrounded by negativity. That part of your tarot. Things aren't just going to miraculously change because you're just becoming numb to your surroundings. if they're trying to ignite things and fires, it's to move you forward. I always say, especially if you are a special person activating, they will only give you so much intuition, and you think you're facing a tower now and you're not moving, buckle up. Anything that's stopping you from this, they'll give you chance and chance to be ahead of it. You keep avoiding it, it'll be removed. They want you to be present. They want to sit you in enjoyment, teach you resilience, know where to go to gather your sweet nectar, lifting out negativity. They want you to become light again. You got 23, 24 consecutive numbers. Lift out your clouds. You're an overthinker. You overprocess to a state of complete overwhelm. Wow, the time has come. Underneath this falcon, there's a reason I say everything. I wouldn't be avoiding what you're dealing with right now. Just my advice, that snake, the cards, the lightning, everything they're trying to provide you. I want you to really start putting effort into your true self. They really want to give you abundance. They want to give you a harvest season, but they want you to focus on your own needs, like your true needs. And that world over that 8 of Cups in reverse, that's something your soul is craving. Oh wow, so you need a new perspective. This eagle, new beginnings. They want you to tap into your innocence, your creative mind, your carefree approach. You clearly have this within. I want you to become experienced, especially with in-depth emotion. What are they wanting to unstick? So you could have gone through a passing. Maybe that's what activated you as well. I find, I say this a lot with masculine energy. Sometimes it takes a near-death experience or losing someone you truly love to start to reflect on life and how short it is and how it should be appreciated. But they're trying to unstick you from this heavy emotion. And we know you're really, there's something about a breakup, a down and out, over and done, that just swallows you whole into fear. But I'm going to be honest, reading your energy when it comes to you being dependable and duty bound and grounded in emotion, like you need to focus on this stuff. But death, loss, discouraged, forgotten memories, the absent-minded, always feeling defeated. Like, they don't want you to be stuck in this. It takes effort. You feel something, you avoid it. And I said it before, you'll never learn from it if you keep avoiding it. Another card of dependability. So you are tied up with something. Maybe that snake energy once upon a time was a very loyal friend to you in your mind, but this is about a supportive friend, even a soulmate. But dependable, helpful, faithful companion. This has got you in a conundrum. I'm hearing that snake straight away, but I'm also hearing the person on your mind. This is your soul. There's that world. So the faking happiness, whatever's going on here, it's in your control. Again, I said it right at the start. I feel this collective, you can play a bit of victim mentality sometimes. Oh my God. So underneath this hummingbird, I don't know what this is, out of your hands. So I said be ahead of your tower. It's already in process because you've been pushing it off for too long. Fate, karma, cycles, force of the universe, destiny. You're getting what you deserve right now. It's out of your hands. So miracles can happen for you. So your wishes can come true. Peace, miracle, dreams, wishes coming true, falling in love, hope, blessed, midnight magic. Jupiter, holy moly, that row, whoa, I thought that was powerful. That row there, oh my God. You're clearly very special. Expansion, optimism, growth, luck, making stable changes, destiny, a turning point. You're supposed to be sitting in good fortune, but they want you to work on gratefulness, not always, oh, poor me, poor my. It's powerful. Trust in the universal flow of life. Okay, I just quickly want to see how the universe sees you animal-wise, because unicorn wouldn't surprise me. Like who you are within. Okay. You're going through your awakening, your kundalini. You got the snake, the lizard, spiritual. I see that as this. You do have a temper you've got to work on, but that and the bat. You're coming out of your darkness. That's power. You are going through a huge soul transformation. That bat wanted to. I just want to read this. From the darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Hold on, let's get these for you. This snake is powerful. Guardian of the unawakened magic. That's what's activating in you. The DNA upgrade, the magic. Creator and potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that I can't say all those words. Our creative life force lies dormant at the base of our spine, Kundalini, in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within you that you're trying to subside. What would life look like if you woke it up? How could you stir? If you awoke it from its slumber, and I don't believe it can be activated with yoga meditation. That's my universal truth. This comes from up above. They're trying to grant you something so powerful here. They want you to be prosperous. You could be a very charismatic person, makes sense with that Knight of Wands, but you clearly have a creative's mind. I always say if you have a creative's mind, a 9 to 5 does not suit you. You guys have got to let that creativity out. You have to tap into your birthright, otherwise you're insufferable to be around, because you're constantly living up here. You're constantly over processing. You're constantly over analyzing. That needs to be out, and they're trying to do something for you right now. When you're out of balance, you start and stop things, and I said that before. You're easily sidetracked. You give up too easily. And you got the lizard. I can't believe you got the lizard and the panther too. There is something about your little temper though. Let's Panthers come first. Annihilation of the unnecessary purging. They're trying to purge you right now, so of course they're going to put things up in smokes and fire for the things that need to be purged. The panther won't stand to see growth or energy stagnant. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kind of havoc. So that's what they've done for you right now, to get you to tap into this, to start your lizard's journey. With the ultimate intention of bringing us towards more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating, but after all the dust clears, it's easy to see that the panther's wisdom is at work. That's how spirit works. Activation isn't sunshine and roses, it's pain, fire, so you can rise again. Like I said before, without those towers, you do not grow. I don't understand why the human brain hates this kind of emotion. It's what develops us. It's literally what grows us. When people have sudden shifts, they sit in, you should be like, yes, what's coming next? This has happened for a reason. You as a collective, this happens. It's that straight into victim mentality. You've been pushing this away for way too long. They're not going to let it happen this time. You've got the panther in your energy, spiritually protecting you. We've all been there. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When you're in balance, you're brave and productive. You ain't that right now. When you're out of balance, you're self-destructive. You're a self-sabotager. You ruin good things because you don't believe you deserve good things, which is sad. And I don't even think you know that about yourself. Lizard, instinctual, sensitive to subtle. The subtle. You're observant. You see everything. The dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. You've got that twice now. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken, so stop pushing it away, and sees what is yet to manifest. You're special. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magic. You would isolate a lot. You would shut yourself off from the world a lot. You're probably someone that doesn't even really check your phone much, or you could maybe present very sociable when around people, quite extroverted, but you can only take it in small doses. Will drain the lizard of its magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and the big cities, or maybe you need isolation, and return to your inner artist, your creative's mind, who's been whispering your name. When you're in balance, you're telepathic and spiritual. You know what's going on. But when you're out of balance, you're non-committal and flaky. Truth! So they've been trying to balance you. You've just been out of balance. Oh, God. I'm trying to give you a blessing. All right. I just want to see what your true intention is towards this person right now, and then we're going to tap into them. I don't even think you know what you want to do, but let's just see. I knew it. There is something you feel like this person, you need to reevaluate this. Watch a whole reading. This says, I don't know what I did to push you away. Was it something I did? Was it something I said? You told me you loved me and you never felt this way before. Then why did you leave me? When number 48, when I was reading that mirror rejection, what came to my mind, and I stopped myself, I don't know if it was at the start of your separation, you felt like this person moved on very quickly. So let it be through their socials, they were presenting like they didn't care, or maybe they jumped on dating sites, or maybe you heard some things along the grapevine. You clearly got really hurt right at the start, which I think you as a person, because you can be that very cold, detached kind of, I think you saw this whole situation wrong. I don't think you really saw how much you hurt this person. Am I saying that behavior was good? No, it's not good, but I feel intuitively that maybe that person, it was like the only way maybe they knew how to get over the heartbreak. Maybe they were trying to make you jealous, or maybe, but I think you're failing to see the fact of what you did. What made this person do that? And I'm not saying that behavior is valid, but I just think for the right collective, you're holding on to something you should not be holding on to, because it's null and voiding your actions. It's null and voiding your behavior. There hasn't been clear communication about this. Guarantee you the person on your mind has no idea you're feeling like this. Guarantee you. And I'm about to tap into them. Victim, and I've said it 100 times for you. Sorry. You got to see this differently. You could think they're being a victim. Projection. I just can't. I'm feeling hopeless, helpless. There's nothing that I can do. And this is you. This is you. I've said it so many times in this reading. Life is what it is. We just have to accept it. You've got control of everything. You're choosing not to take control because you're fearful of the change. You're change resistant. You're fearful of what comes next. So you'd rather sit in comfort and misery. But I will say you are transitioning, so I've got to not be. But this is in you still. You're not seeing something right. Your separation, it's eating, and you're wordless. So you know you're wrong. Oh, well, you don't even know you're wrong. You really don't. Sorry, but you're not. Anyway, there's so many things you want to say, but you're unable to express yourself in a rational way, so you stay quiet. There's a reason you're not saying anything, because deep down in your soul, you know you're not seeing this right, but you're too scared to take accountability. You don't like to admit your faults. 48, 54, and 80, even though this separation eats away at your soul. And this wordless, you know why you're wordless? You've got to remember, you ghosted this person, you rejected this person, you deceived this person, right? You're wordless, victim. You don't want to take accountability. You don't want to speak your truth. That's you. Remember the Eagle card. You will not be able to align with your present self, let alone your future self, if you keep avoiding your past self. I always say that shadow work, it ain't easy. It's that painful. People can dissociate from some of their trauma and their behaviors in life because they just don't want to face it. The only way to face it and own it. Own it. We've all done mistakes. You're wordless because you don't want to speak truth. It's not that you can't speak rationally. You don't know how to speak the truth. That's what it is. You're scared of it. Oh, but mirror and ghosted again. So you know, but yet this blinds you. You blame them. You play the victim. Even though you know you hurt this person, lied, betrayed, gaslighted, deflect, you still blame them for something they did either when you were together or right at the start of your separation, even though you've done all of this to them. And you got the mirror again. So you got these two. And you pretty much got those two, because that's what I was saying in that part. So, and also, if you're feeling under duress or feeling solemn, and you know, deep down you know this person's in misery, but that's that destiny, the one, but then you get hot and cold. You know you've hurt them, but you excuse it in your mind. That's really sad. Anyway, all right, let's get this person. Okay, I'm going to cleanse and then I'm going to get into them. I'll be back. This will be part 3 for them. And if any of my, because I'm going to list it as masculine, feminine energy, any of my feminines that really felt that could have, like you were watching that, just make sure this last part really aligns with your energy, because if it doesn't, those first 2 parts are not for you. Okay, but I'll be back. All right, so we're going to do all the same decks for the feminine energy, but I know that masculine energy will be in part 1, part 2, so I'm going to try and squeeze this into an hour video, this part 3. So let's start with the feminines. Focus. What is your main focus right now? Oh my gosh, you've got it too. Okay, feminine's focus for this masculine, the one that they're an avoidant, and you could be avoiding this right now, the secret, you're right. They got the ghosting, the betrayal, the deceit, the lies, the rejection, what else was it? You guys, I was so confused in that first part. I do think, anyway, but surprise call, they had a shock epiphany, they had a lightning revelation, they're fighting temptation right now. So I can't see that this person has reached out to you yet. Hold on, I want one more for surprise call. Mother, maybe there could have been an actual surprise call from a motherly figure or a maternal figure on your side. Could have been this, but I doubt it. But also maybe you right now, when you're feeling this person is here, maybe you're reflecting on your trauma as well. And I do say she reminds me a lot of that wounded feminine, and wounded feminine kind of puts themselves in an ivory tower and sometimes lacks accountability. Maybe you yourself are fighting temptation and thinking, should I just reach out? Am I avoiding this? Is this coming from my wounded energy? Should I just, get the ball rolling? And I'm not saying that's right. I'm confirming the right collective's energy. I'm hearing a few things for that. And family. So there is something about your family structure right now, full focus, but also remember this person's going over what could have been built here. So they had family wanting to come out, and then the wedding rings so with the butterfly relationship one, you could be thinking of promises, because they got how they love bombed you. So promises that were made that were revoked. But also I do think there's something main collective, main focus. Let's take this person out of it. There's things going on with your family right now. And I think you're reflecting on your maternal kind of example and trauma in your soul. The one... Okay, that would make so much sense. I didn't even feel that as I was reading them. They really could be an age gap in this collective, or they're just Peter Pan syndrome, like extremely. I know masculines, we read you first, but I'm going to read this as if it's the feminines. I'm not going to read this to you as if I'm literally reading the energy as if I'm speaking to it. Okay. But there's still, especially you do feel this person wants to take action, and there will be movement forward. They're clearly on your mind very right now. But maybe as well you're moving forward, you're finding strength a little bit, especially if you're reflecting on trauma. Avoidant. You both are. I think this collective, you're trying to avoid this emotion, but I always say examples. We can be shown avoidance in the most littlest irrelevant things, like let it be wanting to do little things throughout the day, like I'll do it tomorrow, or you're someone that you can let your calls pile up, or you don't call people back, or you avoid certain little, like it shows you your avoidance to things as well. And I definitely think you both reflect some form of avoidance here. One, I think you're trying to avoid your emotion even though it comes over you. Two, I think you're being shown from up above your avoidance yourself. And this collective, you know it, because this is your focus. You have tendencies to avoid. Secret. They got hot and cold too. They've got fear over it. So the secrets and the things that are withheld makes you hot and cold. And maybe you try to just not focus on it, but it just can't leave you. Especially right now, it wouldn't be leaving your mind, because that's this person's center focus. They got hold of you guys are so mirror. This creates chaos. This creates chaos for you. But then you probably hate yourself. This is where the hot and cold, the chaos, but they're my destiny. But why would they do that? I think this collective, you can feel their unease right now. And I think you're mistaking it for your own energy. Okay, there is something here. There's been some form of movement, some form of surprise call for the right collective. Not from this person though. You can see this person hasn't budged yet. They're fighting it so much. The wordless, the ghosted, so whatever. Don't make this detail fit. This collective, you have had something come to the table that's either activated your wounded feminine, who is a little bit of an avoidant, let's be real, or there's something to do with a mother here. There's something that has come in like a surprise for you, and it's just making you reflect on a deeper scale when it comes to your own internal trauma. family. Why am I hearing a best friend as well? Maybe, I just heard best friend. Maybe there's been something to do with a friend. Maybe you're giving guidance or advice. I just heard that very clearly. To do with their mother. Oh, beautiful. So you're wanting to heal, one, your childhood trauma, two, whatever structure, whatever there is, you know there needs to be healing, okay, which is good. Last one. Oh, that's way too many. There is something you're denying, just like this person. But telepathy, you got twin flames. Okay, makes sense. But I do think sometimes you go into denial a little bit, especially with this in and out at the moment. This person's... watch the whole thing. Okay. Maybe you question sometimes, is it them accessing me? Am I picking up their energy right now? By the looks of it, you are. All right, let's get these. So we saw their outlook. Let's see what's around you energetically. You really are interested in conversing more. You're waiting for a message. You're waiting for an email. You're waiting for something. But you do feel strung along, clearly. Oh, can't get over their past. This person's definitely strung. And there's the expression of love. So you were definitely waiting for movement, this collective. But girl, boy, they got the snake. You really feel, I always say this card here, one, I think you need to this person needs boundaries right now, so you would be reflecting that, but you could be feeling charmed, used, kind of enabled kind of energy around you, especially with that mother healing there. But two, maybe sometimes you reflect and you think they have people in that, which they do, that spirit's finally revealing those people through a reflection of their own behavior. That they struggle to put up boundaries with, that have really charmed them, that they've fallen short to opinions. But again, if you really see yourself as divines, you would be getting this lesson yourself, okay? They actually got the malicious energy that they have to look over their shoulder right now. You're just seeing it more as this person just needs some boundaries, which means you need some boundaries. Oh my God. So that is their part. I literally said, because they're seeing the snake like this, right? That they're strategic this. And I said, you're getting a taste of your own medicine. This collective, literally, you see them as holding their cards close to their chest. And they got that. There has been, you guys have mirrored some form of shock revelation here. But in your own ways. Something shocking has come to both of you right now. No wonder you got the surprise call. Okay, I feel someone's actually shown some form of hand of cards, but I also think you can feel something sudden's happened in their life. You've definitely had an acceleration of emotion. They're going through some shit. Sunglasses. So again, you think they didn't get any watching cards, but they are really thinking about you. But you think that they're watching, looking this. You could have had a little pry yourself, because the right collective, you would feel this intensity right now. Strung along, heartbroken. So again, confirms they're not in just yet, but this person hurt you and they know it. They got the axe, like they know it. And you got the two most painful separation cards. So, oh God. You're unsure of the future. You've gone through so much grieving and mourning over this. Love call. Oh God. Now you think it's triggered karmic, and whoever did already express themselves, triggered. It was bringing up triggers, turmoil. But I think you're starting to maybe, I know you got twin flames, but there's denial there. So maybe you're starting to put this person in the category of just a big fat lesson, a karmic, because look at this row, this strung along, heartbroken separation. You think about them, this collective, but you don't want the stabbed in the... You know this person, you know, but was involved in this separation, this shocking attack. I wouldn't be surprised. I wasn't feeling... It could have been. Because when I was reading that energy for them, I was saying being reflected, and that whoever they're going through shit with, they could have been interfering. I find true divines, those karmics are there before you even arrive. It could be, you could be really onto it, to do with the secrets and stuff. It could all tie into one big puzzle for this collective, but whatever that is, that's being revealed in their life. Oh my God, they got that. The reminiscing, wanting to... They got that. And they got... You're so mirrored right now. Whatever this is, this revelation, just like them, they're making healthier choices. They're reminiscing. They want to make new memories. You are yourself. But this, you both have gone through inner child healing, growth. This is evolving in a really weird way. Do I think this person's got a lot to do, and by the looks of it, this collective, you might have a bit to do as well. They still seem to be I don't want to say center focus. Maybe it's just because you're their center. If you've been doing really well and you haven't been thinking about them, or you've just been you can feel yourself, at least you're kind of seeing them as a lesson right now. Not that that's the best, but I feel you just have an acceleration because of the chaos they're going through. You can feel it. Don't mistake it for your own. All right, what's the universe trying to... Sorry, I'm trying to get this... You know me, my angels, I can talk. I've got to try and squeeze this into an hour part. Otherwise, I'll have to... Anyway. Okay, what's the universe trying to provide for you right now? Okay. You just got the Divine Masculine and the Lovers, the only card that's up. There is something that's... They got that too. You got the World here. Oh my gosh. They're trying to cycle something out for you right now. Completion of cycles, achievement, structure, commitments, but boundaries. Certain accomplishments. Number 8. You could be an 8. This person could be an 8. 28th of the 8th would have been an important date last... Oh my God, they got... What is going on? Every deck. They're trying to Jupiter 8 and 7. They could be your two birth like your destiny numbers. They could be an 8, or you could be an 8. They could be a 7. You could be a 7. Or 78 is a really good angel number about luck as well. Expansion, optimism, growth, luck, making stable changes, destiny, turning point, good fortune. You both got that. Something's cut. There's something cut. I'm gonna have to get tarot too. It's not this person. They are still flighty and they're extremely nervous. But you guys have got a lot to discuss right now. There could be a text or call coming. I do think this person, again, we'll have to, I don't want to speak too soon. Don't worry. Right now, there's big changes coming. You're about to hit some prosperity, a change in direction, a birth of a son. Maybe you're destined to... They did get the child, but luck is on your side. There's something you need to be easygoing with, and you yourself need to take a leap of faith with something. They are being pushed to do the fool's journey right now, which means they need to take a leap of faith, the unknown. I'm looking at this grasshopper with this expansion energy. I'm seeing it as the feminine's path. There is something you need to right now. You know how you're avoiding certain things? Take that leap of faith, because it will help with your threads here. Because this person's so stuck on just breaking free from their comfort zone. And then you've got the masculine with the Lovers. I think you are coming into some form of harmony, and I think you've been doing really well up until maybe the last few days, but I can't emphasize enough, this feminine collective, I really do think you're going through something so beautiful, and this acceleration of whatever you're worrying about to do with this person is the worry they're sitting in. Okay, so you've got to just focus on you, the things you can control. I'm going to be honest, that I just can't see how this is coming into a completion with them. I think so much needs to be sorted in their life, but also your life. But I don't want to speak too soon. 8th of the 7th, 7th of the 8th birthday memory, 12th of the 7th, 7th of the 12th birthday memory, 5 transformation, 20, and then you've got your 28 here again. 28th of the 6th. All right, world energy. Empress, yeah, sit in your stillness. There is something here, abundant-wise, still, this is not your energy. That's, it's not you, okay? Focus on your strength. Focus on your stillness. You'll glow up. Attraction, grace, charm, beauty, love, relation. We're not focusing on that. Art, magnetism, abundance, pleasure, and happiness underneath the world. They're trying to grant you a world, an Empress energy. Focus on path, not on this. Jupiter, steady movement forward. So you really are on the way, going the distance, direct route. Anything you thought you can't, you can. Your focal point, you're on track. So yesterday's collective, there was something really big coming for them too. I think achievement, definitely. Okay, this bird's one. Oh, it's your shadow, like I said. Devil energy, them nipping at ya. This, no control. Don't let it grip you. Don't obsess over it. Don't remove it. Remove it. Now's the time to find strength. And again, focus on your mental discipline, your goals. This card literally says goal-orientated, workhorse, consistent, resourceful. Like we said with this here, when this leap of faith to you. Don't worry about this. As soon as you start focusing on the communication, the nervousness, the flighty behavior, should I, shouldn't I, get into that. Whatever you're avoiding. Luck is on your side. Don't worry, luck is on your side. Good fortune, carefree, a reward. Okay. 26th of the 5th. You could be watching this at 5:26 as well. All right. This masculine and Lovers, this contract, still unpredictable here. It's not meant, just let it unfold. Oh God, well we know that. They're weighing you down emotionally because of their own emotion. Heavy, weighed down, but wow. There could be a bit of movement forward. You just got the twin flame and the victory. They are moving forward from this. Be patient. Don't focus on it. The way down, the this, the that, that they're clearing that. You got the twin flame and the victory card. Triumph, victory, success, recognition, deserve an award, achievement. You guys are coming in, at least they've activated. But your mirror, your divine partner, your heart chakra activation. Wow, trust. Just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Alchemize, transmute, focus on you. I can't believe you got that there. So the contract, right, with your masculine, it's weighing you down, not your emotion. Every time you think this is not me, watch from the beginning. And then we've got movement forward with this, but mental discipline is needed. Organization, structure, willpower for yourself. Don't avoid right now. Let that unfold. They're a mess right now. Trust in perfect timing. Very good. Very good. You could be a bit further along than I'm feeling. That was good. I want to get what animal you're sitting in right now. Oh. They're activating that cheetah. Confirmation about action power. That's the divine masculine strength. So your yang's balancing. You really are coming into you would have found yourself a little bit through that masculine part. You would have found just like, that was a pretty hard part, but you got the cheetah over you. So their strength, that's why right now, career. You will make some movement here. No wonder you're focused. You got the rapid movement. That's your own energy. Remember what I say about signs. When you're constantly getting signs of your person because your brain has allocated them as masculine energy, it's your own cheetah energy that needs to be. So that moving forward with, what was it? You. Focus on you. It was the one rapid movement forward. What else was it? You're reflecting. That's the cosmic egg and the moth are my 20 cards in this deck, but this is the true mirror that I've allocated. So you guys really are reflecting. And remember your grace and beauty and your Empress, the balance, glowing. Perfect time for you to do your thing right now. I want one more. I'm going to read these for you. You attract the phoenix, this is the last egg. You're on your final chapter. But the phoenix. One more. So you really are coming into a balance. Vulture, important messages with the world that other people are too fearful to say. The vulture cleans up the mess. Remember that. Show the world the real you, because this person's fighting their authenticity right now. Universe is trying to crack them open into themselves and they're fighting it. Oh, there's that swan. Let's read that one straight away. Effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, elegant power. The swan represents heightened creativity. In the Hindu mythology, the goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry. And they're trying to activate your person's artistic mind right now too. Rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. Focus on you. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for your attention, for solo time. And they're being called for solo time as well with the lizard. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be revealed. When in balance, infinite creative power. So you would have a creative surge in your mind right now, maybe coming from a place of block. So stop putting that creative surge and that creative's mind into overthinking about this person. Put it into yourself. When out of balance, agitated, snipey, lacking vision. Nah, I'm not feeling that for this collective. I feel you're coming into, I don't feel you're in your darkness. Have I gone too far? I think I've gone, yeah, I knew it. Cheetah. Solar force, action, achievement, your masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine into the cheetah. It shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten this universe, especially with the vulture's communication skills. Where are we up to? The energy within the cheetah's personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience. All true divines do that. Influential glow for a reason. And the zebra. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for the cheetah's forward movement, and this is why I kept saying turn to your purpose and your path right now, your passions, because this is what's going to create forward movement, not worrying about this bloody pork chop. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the way, the why before you, and we should all know our why. I talk about this all the time before you start running. When you're in balance, you can achieve anything. You have boundless energy. When you're out of balance, you're impatient and competitive. I think you're still a little bit out of balance with this because there is an impatience coming over you. So to strengthen that, focus on your passions and your purpose. Vulture. Guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. Truth. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of them all. All spiritual people are misunderstood, let's be real. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when the situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or a tragedy is a blessing in disguise. And I kept saying blessing in disguise for the masculine energy. And right now you're in denial and this, and trust, focus on you. Of course, it's sad because you would have felt so unappreciated. The string along, feeling undervalued. Oh God. And then the zebra, eccentric, creative, and a visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undenying curiosity about life. Truth. Being in the company of a zebra's personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. So what if some people undervalue you, aka this person that is a literal emotional mess? Think about the people that do value you. Just saying. And they only undervalue because you were speaking truths and showing them a reflection they were not ready to see. Where are we up to? The only is a delight, but also opens our mind. Be prepared, their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldwide view while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to global health through, and all divines do that as well, through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack up your bags. Maybe travel's on the card soon. When you're in balance, you're worldly or enthusiastic, fashion forward. Or you could, I find most of you guys, because you're so like in your authentic, you don't really go with the trends. You're just kind of trend setters, if anything. But when you're out of balance, jadey, pouty, and a little bit vain. Maybe we're just coming into this one and this one. I feel we're coming into balance with. These two, I feel swan, I feel it is balanced. I think this vulture, maybe you just need to see it a little bit differently right now. That's powerful energy over you. I just want one more. Oh my God, the egg of truth. Speak your truth. Show the world the real you. Glowing. Empress glow. Firefly. You're a lighthouse right now. So again, focus on the things you're passionate about, because you're really gonna see some accomplishments here. You have this glow for a reason. Sometimes when I see this, I literally see those glowworm caves, and I'm seeing it. You could have a memory, or you could live near one, or okay. So let's see what your intention is towards this, and then I don't know if I should get tarot or energy cards, because really this is, you're glowing up, you're focusing on yourself, that's what I think. But when it's just right now, because this person's I'm working on myself every day, and I hope to improve spiritually, emotionally, to become a better person. I don't want to say that's deserving of you. You've transitioned from this journey being about them to being about you. I'm slowly moving forward in my life every day, but I do hope to reunite with you. Number 31. But you're surrendering. That's what I'm feeling. It's more the word surrender. It's just big detail. It's just been they've had this acceleration of emotion over the past 3 to 4 weeks. So it wouldn't be the whole 3 to 4 weeks, but maybe this past 3 to 4 weeks, you're coming in and out, in and out, in and out, because they're hot and cold, in and out, in and out. Okay, so don't make that detail fit. I'm ready to surrender myself. I think I'm not really agreeing with this whole blurb. It's more that you're surrendering, you're focusing on you, detaching from the label. Remember, you've got denial over, I don't want to say denial. I think you're just sitting in your grace, that swan energy. 64, that's my favorite angel number. You do feel jealous. Don't deny it. You are feeling them. You are feeling them. You don't need tangible evidence. It doesn't matter. Just don't be like, oh, am I crazy? Am I this? You watch the whole thing. Every deck you're reflecting, but this deck. This deck's good. Last one. Oh, way too many. You could be having some naughty thoughts right now, though. Oh, so you're remembering all the promises that they made as well. Let's be real. But magical and powerful, focusing on yourself. But they did break you out of the box. This activated you. Sorry, put an email. Your magic and power. Again, I think it's more self-focused. Yes, you reflect on what this connection has done for you. Yes, especially because you're trying to fight the denial and come into answers. We don't need that. Just release. Truly surrender. All right, I'm going to get these 20 cards. This comes down to this person's decision, and you can see how confused they are. So there's no point me getting tarot because I just feel there's so much shit going on. But anyway, let's just see what the universe wants you both to focus on. Oh... They're awakened. I'm going to read you both now because, again, anyway. So I'm awakened. I know more than I'm letting on. Be honest. Masculine. I feel like I don't deserve your love and I'm worried you'll leave me when you see who I really am. And this is why I kept saying for you, masculines, stop running away from your past version. Own it. This is what's making you wordless. Who cares about your scars? We all have scars until you feel deserving of this love, which means my feminines, you're not feeling deserving either. You're questioning everything. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with you, my feminines. Stop not seeing yourself until you see your reflection. Masculines, you're not going to see your reflection properly. So if you're wondering why this, yes, it's to do with you avoiding your past self, like shadow self, but also feminine, what are you avoiding in your shadow self? Why do you not have the confidence that this has got nothing to do with you? See yourself, believe in yourself, focus that strength right now and that swan energy onto your path, onto your Empress energy. 10th of February, 2nd of December. Both of you, as twin flames, you're here to do something, so get it done. As twin flames, we are here to ascend and help others do the same, so keep ascending. Sorry, 26th of the 10th, or 2nd of the 6th, 6th of the 2nd. Communication, not just yet, unless masculines are going to be honest. Words have hurt me in the past, that's why I fear talking. You hurt people in the past. Stop playing victim. Big part for you masculines. You hurt so many people, but when it's done to you, you can't deal with it. You need to take accountability. Like, I can't stress it enough. Huge detail for the masculine connective. Neither one of us are being honest right now. Why are we afraid to express ourselves? Because your veils are still on. You're not learning a lesson here. Masculines, you need to own yourself. Feminines, you need to own yourself and see yourself. You're the vulture. You're always going to have people that do not value you. There's not one person in this world. There's not one person in this world that's loved by all. Not one person that was loved by all. Being a spiritualist, being a true divine, you will constantly rub up the people the wrong way. Don't let it knock your confidence, especially when it comes to this person. They know they didn't value you. When I was talking about how, sorry, masculines, you put your person in the crazy basket, they got karma that came out straight away. Neither of you are being honest about the situation. Masculines, you're blaming because you don't want to take accountability. Feminines, you're blaming yourself when you're magical. Ugh. And sorry, masculines, grow some... Sorry. Oh, God. This is such an idealistic view on life. What, you think you're never going to get hurt by someone? That's not realistic. That's not life. Sorry, I'm getting like really spicy. Jeez Louise, I'm awakening, I know more than... And let on. Why are you hiding it? Why are you not proud that you have been chosen to see this world properly? It is a miracle. Do not hide it. Gosh, people... And back to that snake hub. People try and... this meditation yoga to activate... You've been granted it. And you're pushing it away. Because you're scared of what people are going to say and how you're going to be judged. Oh, God. Impressionable. People pleaser. Which has got you in this mess in the first place. Okay, karmic ties. More worried about the karmics than standing in your bloody power. I'm assessing past life wisdom. It's helping me understand. That is right. Sorry, I'm being a bit hard. You are evolving. That's the masculine row. But timing, you just got 10, 10, and an 11 here. Completion. The planets are activating us to heal and bring us closer together. Surrender to these changes. This first row is masculine row, 100%. And then number 7, I long to sweep you off your feet and shower you with my love. That's both of you. But this, be you, be the real you. Show the world the real you. It'll relieve this block. Both of you, it's weird. You don't feel deserving. Another one of patterns. These two are and you got 10, 10, 11, 11. But second of the 11th of this. I'm afraid this relationship is too good to be true, so I pull away in fear. Oh my God. You're just scared of rejection. That's masculine energy. And feminines, you pull away in fear too, because you replace it with denial. You probably think you probably feel like you've been on a Delulu train in and out through this journey. How can it be real? How can twins be real? I think that's both of you. Okay, so this as twin flames, feeling controlled by people around, both of you are a little bit, especially this collective with that vulture energy. Feeling controlled by the people around me and I don't like it. It's pushing me to find my power again as a divine being. Show the world the real you, both of you. Another 10, 10, 10, 10. You just standing in your authentic, awakened soul. Look at the completion it creates for you both. Messages and trust through words have hurt me. Oh, God. I've been so grounded all my life, but you haven't. Neither of you have. You were stuck in just the 85% robot. But you were never grounded. If you're true divines, you've had that much trauma, you've become long sufferers. Your brain doesn't fuse out unless you've had a traumatic life, not a grounded life. Just want to make that clear. This is how the masculines, you're not seeing things right, and feminines, you're not seeing some things right either. I've been so grounded all my life, it's hard for me to trust the spiritual elements of our connection, yet I can't deny they exist. Denial, both of you, a little bit. Last one, more karmic. Look at the karmic energy. But you do have a past life connection. Memories are surfacing either consciously or subconsciously. Last one. Another communication. 11, 11, 11, 10, 10, 10. When we are talking, things just come out because you're impulsive. That's the wordless, what you're afraid of. Allow for spontaneous truthful spontaneous expression, masculines. Okay, now I just want to get one card from the universe for both of you right now. Let's see what angel's over you, and I want to get a love oracle. And then we're closing this off. So what angel is guiding you guys right now? Oh, that's not, hold on. Okay. What angel, creator, what angel do you have watching over these fairy? Angel of inner peace and patience. Inner peace, next best step. Developing plans, attention to detail, caution around you both, but unruffled. 333, expansion energy. The ancestors are watching. I help time, patience, and planning be your when you contend with annoying details or complex situations. This angel is trying to help you both. Watermelon, maybe have some watermelon or eat some watermelon juice, but this is watermelon tourmaline. You could have just bought one, or you wanted to buy one and you didn't. There's something here, they're making you wait right now. Okay. Harmony and vitality. Okay, angel of unconditional love. They're trying to activate that unconditional love in you both as well. 28. Relationship repair. Heals broken hearts. Tenderness. Family unity. There's something going on with family here. Restores harmony. I foster harmonious relationships by filling hearts with compassion and love. I help soulmates unite. Rode a kite. The new moon, compromise. So when's the new moon? I think the full moon's on the 7th. New moon, something could be coming in. Mark that in your calendar. And last one, infants and children. There is something about children here. Number 21, youthful birth of a child. Contagious joy, zest for life, lightness of being wonder. When you are weighed down by life or hair. And if you guys have a spirit baby bound to you, this is... you're just fighting the inevitable, but everything in divine timing. I will help you reconnect to the wonders of joy and living. The desert rose, they're beautiful. I've actually got one somewhere. A matter of weeks, yes. And the new moon, I think, is in about 2 weeks. Right now, wait, but exclamation point, yes. Within the next couple of weeks. Okay, angel of compassion. You both need to clear out something here right now. Now let's get these. I just want to get you guys both one. Okay. Every time I pick these up, I say it. These are so annoying to shuffle. I feel like some are missing. Remember yesterday's reading? They all fell on the table. Like all of those decks up there. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other enough space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And right now you might think you've had a lot of space, you need a bit more. Just believe. Remember, you guys are always bound energetically. You guys have such a fear over that. Just because they're not in your present face, it doesn't... And you can see it with your energies. You can see that you are literally... Just because you're in separate rooms, you're moving... Like, you feel each other as if you are one, but you deal with it in your own way. You both feel each other's energy. But just because you can't see each other, you question it. It's that stupid 3D subconscious programming. What's not unicorn energy? Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. Believe. Oh, okay. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. As your souls have been flying around since the start of time. This is just a meat suit. Your souls can feel each other. They're always intertwined. Last one. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. You already know, but you're denying it. I want one more. All right, here we go. Trust. Truth. Good last card. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Accept, release, focus on passion and purpose. Love yous. All right. Let's get you some charmies. And there's the little full moon. It's important. Oh, it's wanting to come out, but it's not. But the divine love, it is protected. It is not a lost cause, St. Jude. My St. Jude charm. Believe. Ducks, trust your intuition. You could have a memory of ducks, but also ducks could be a sign for you when this is like coming in, like seeing a little family of ducks. Aphrodite, get to the beach, get to the water. Water could be your element. The Venus star, magic within. Full moon energy. Important. New moon energy. And one or I. Okay. Birthdays and she just went between my feet then. My little Salem. Okay, we've got 4, 4, 6, 6, 7, and 2nd of the 7th, 7th of the 2nd, 64 angel number, but 4th of the 6th, 6th of the 4th, and then 4, 4, 6. You could be a portal baby. That could be your birthday or your person's. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Consecutive numbers. Trust your intuition. And 10, completion. But 10th of the 2nd, that came out before as well. 10th of the 5th, 5th of the 10th, 3rd of the 4th, 4th of the 3rd. 64 again is important. Really surrender right now. But anyway, I love you guys. That was a really long reading. But I hope you have a magical day.